The oscilloscope window trigger is a specific trigger mode that allows the user to define a voltage range, known as a window, that triggers and captures the waveform when the waveform signal meets specific conditions associated with that window. It is generally used to capture waveforms with certain special changes in voltage. The trigger type is selected for the window trigger. After the trigger condition is set, the trigger level needs to be adjusted in order to obtain a stable waveform of the correct trigger signal. There are three types of level adjustments. Level A only adjusts the upper limit of the trigger level, and the lower limit of the trigger level remains unchanged. Level B adjusts only the lower limit of the trigger level, and the upper limit of the trigger level remains unchanged. Level AB adjusts the upper and lower trigger levels at the same time, and the difference between the upper and lower trigger levels remains unchanged. The following are the three trigger forms that are triggered by the specific operation window. If both high and low levels are in the waveform range, the waveform is triggered at the rising or falling edge at the same time. If the high level is in the waveform range and the low level is outside the waveform range, the waveform is triggered only on the rising edge. If the high level is outside the waveform range and the low level is within the waveform range, the waveform is triggered only on the falling edge. Window triggering is similar to edge triggering, but provides more flexibility because it is based on a voltage range rather than a single level or edge condition.